And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Athletics. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set. And pitching here today, Osvaldo Bido. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Pitch misses, and it's 1-2. That one way inside.
Ball. Cancel.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
It's not easy laying off that pitch. It's designed to fool you, but he just wasn't fooled at all.
Here is Aaron Judge. And the first pitch misses for ball one. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Not close with that one. Ball 3.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Judge waits. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Judge rips that one, and it gets by him. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Coming home. He will score, and they take the lead.
Comes through with the RBI. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Ben Rice now at the plate. Fastball for a strike. And there's a foul ball. Judge leads off second with nobody out. Good job to fight that one off. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
No outs. Runner on second. That missed by a lot. The count now 2-2. Righty delivers. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next offering upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. On the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Just missed.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Outside low, and it's 2-1. Runner at second here, one gone. Hit in the air out to center field. Bleday. And there's 2 away.
Batting fifth, left fielder,
Let's take a look
Dominguez.
at the lineup. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these players even during batting practice. When it doesn't matter, they're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, they step right in and continue with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here with my pal Singy. Today's starting pitcher, Luke Weaver.
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses, and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run, to win ball games.
We go to the bottom of the first. Now it's the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. Late on that fastball. You rewind and think back to those Giants teams that won 3 world titles. They were pretty good contact-based teams. Obviously, the Royals as well. It feels like it's swinging back a little bit towards there's an advantage to having some guys in your lineup that make contact. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. One down.
Batting second.
Next up for the
left
A's,
fielder,
Tyler Soderstrom.
Tyler Soderstrom.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And misses inside. One out, base is empty. And they'll do it again. One and two here. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. So when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Brent Rooker now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And that misses. And now it's even 1-1.
First two hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
Two down, nobody on. Lifted in the air, right center field. Judge makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And we're back.
Leading
New
off
inning
for
getting
the
started.
Yankees,
And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Beto back to work. On the ground to the left. Sends it across to first. One up, one down.
Batting seventh, catcher number 25.
And stepping in for the Yankees, J.C. Esquera. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. Beto, he's become known as a guy that's really tough to take deep. And that is especially valuable today, Chris, when the ball's going out of the ballpark so much. Swing and a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
The key there, tracking the baseball all the way back through the hitting zone, allows you to hit a ball right back up the box like that. It's very important. It's all about run prevention, right? So when you have that, it's a plus. But if you are going to give up the long ball, you want the bases to be empty. And that's where control and command really comes into play for a guy like this.
Cabrera goes 5 feet 11 inches, 26 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. And a foul ball. Here goes the runner. Left field. Soderstrom hauls it in, 2 away.
Batting ninth, second baseman Jorbit Bibas.
And now the rookie second baseman, Jorbit Bibas. And he swings and misses, and it's nothing in one.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Checks over to first, back safely. Fastball for a strike at 95. Esquera off of first with 2 away. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Langoliers down to first with it. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Yankees 1 and the A's nothing. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Just missed.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play. Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer, when you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary, but this type of guy shuts the running game down.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
This is J.J. Bleday. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. One down, base is empty.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
And that is downstairs. And a count 2-1. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Here's Miguel Andujar. And that's in there for strike 1. Swinging a foul straight back. On the ground to third. Zips it across. The A's go quietly. And the A's are gone in order. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And welcome back to the
Leading off for the
ballpark.
Yankees,
So the batter now
center
will be
fielder,
Trent Grisham. Way high. And that's through there for a strike. And the count is 1-1.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
Next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting, right fielder
Aaron Judge at the plate. Doubled in his first AB. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
On the ground. The throw to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd.
Now batting, third baseman Ben Rice.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Ben Rice. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That one ripped, but foul. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back.
Ball.
Stays alive. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Five foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Swing and a miss at 96 struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Yanks held in check, but they still lead it 1-0. As we go to the last of the 3rd. And now the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. Fouled off left side. And that's way high. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just missed.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush.
Batting
Unbelievable
eighth,
that he missed it
second
right there. I'm
baseman,
telling you,
Luis
he is going to be
Urias.
frustrating with himself until his next at bat.
Here's Luis Urias. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1.
That's excellent
0-1.
location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
And that's a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Pretty much textbook pitching for the 3-pitch K right there. Jumped
batting
ahead
ninth,
0-2
first
on 2
baseman,
pitches he didn't
number
want to go
16.
after at the plate. Then, knowing he's going to be a little more aggressive trying to protect, he expands just out of the zone where he couldn't do anything with it. He gets the strikeout and keeps the pitches thrown to a minimum. Very nice.
And now, Nick Kurtz. That one's upstairs, ball 1. And it's fouled away. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing there for the A's, and it remains 1-0. And we're back.
Leading
And here's
off
Paul
for the
Goldschmidt.
Yankees, the designated hitter, Paul Goldschmidt.
Close
No,
one
that's a
doesn't
ball.
get the call. And that's ball 1.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
There's a strike.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Just
Ball,
off the inside edge. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Got him looking. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball.
Now
Really
batting,
locked him
left
up.
fielder,
And
Jason
as a hitter, it's
Dominguez.
not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. One down, base is empty. He swings and fouls one off.
Ball.
That's hard hit on the line. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees,
Anthony
shortstop
Volpe
Anthony
stepping in
Volpe.
now for the Yankees. Grounded out his first time. The shortstop takes the ball. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. High fly ball out to left field. And makes the grab. And that'll do it. Jacob Wilson up next for the A's.
For the Athletics, shortstop Jacob Wilson.
That one catches the corner for a strike.
You know, these Athletics, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
He takes it on his own,
and
a quick out number 1.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now the left fielder, Tyler Soderstrom, struck out swinging his first time. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
And there's a ball. The Athletics still looking for their first hit in this one. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The next offering misses. It's 2-2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
2-2 now. That one missing inside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
The A's down by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Now it's the DH. Brent Rooker flied to right his first time. And that's a little high.
One ball, no strike.
There's a strike. Swing and a foul straight back. 1-2 now. And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. A's go quickly and quietly there. They trail here 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the Yankees catcher now, J.C. Esquera. Beto back to work. And a strike on the outside edge. The A's bullpen has some movement. J.P. Sears appears to be getting loose. Alvarado, the right-hander, loosening up as well. Here comes the 0-1. And that's a little bit high. Fastball for a strike. 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Just misses with that one. Next pitch is outside.
Cancel.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. Fly to left his first time. That misses. 1-0.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The starter's pitch count is high because they've worked the count full against him 5 different times. Their pitch selection's been off the charts today.
Throw to first.
Take.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And they have their first hit since the 2nd inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Oswaldo Beto won't go any further, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
J.P. Sears will take over here.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
First and second, no outs. And next for New York, Jorbeat B-Boss. Ball 1, no strikes.
1 ball, no strike.
Late swing, foul to the left. First and second, no outs. And we're at the top of the 5th.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Grounder might be 2. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Now batting, the center fielder, Trent Grisham.
Now here's Trent Grisham.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Just missed.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. In comes the run from third. And it's an RBI single. It's 2-0.
Well done. Drives in the run. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
It's Aaron Judge now. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1.
In the air to left center. Lede sizes this one up, puts it away for the out. Ben Rice getting ready to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. And a foul ball. Foul ball, still 0-2. Bebus over at second. Grisham at first. 2 out of the inning. Pitch kicks away. Catcher has it. Fires to first. Throws sails on him. And it takes off down the line.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Paul Goldschmidt.
So 2 on with 2 away. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. Just missed. Yankees up by 3. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. That's towards center. Lede sizing this one up. Brings it in. And that is that. So 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error, but 2 are left stranded. Last half of the 5th coming up. Yankees 3 and the A's 0. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
and now
off
here's the
for
A's
the
catcher,
A's
Shea
catcher,
Langoliers.
Shea Langoliers.
Fouled off. He was late. Langoliers measures 6 feet even, 27 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2019. The 0-1.
That's the ball.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing, because he's coming right after these guys.
J.J. Bleday up next for the A's. He was a strikeout victim his first time. On the corner for a strike. One down, base is empty. That one in the dirt, and the count even 1-1. And a strike in there. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Two and two.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Now batting.
2 down, base is empty. Miguel Andujar digs in now. 0 for 1 so far. Just missed.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Way high there, and the count is 2-0. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
2-1.
Two outs. And that one fouled off.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Grisham backing up and to his right makes the catch, and that's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 6th inning. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Jason Dominguez. And that one is lifted in the air. Soderstrom makes the catch for the out. And there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Volpe in the box again. Takes a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Justin Sterner up and loosening in the pen. Alvarado warming up as well. One down, base is empty. Tap foul at the plate. Got him looking. 2 away now.
Now batting, number 25.
2 outs, base is empty. J.C. Esquera stepping in now for the Yankees. Misses the sweeper.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And the sweeper misses for a ball.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
In the air out to center. And that'll get down for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, first baseman, Oswaldo
Cabrera. The next to hit, 1 for 2. Step off, throw to first. Esquera back in on a dive. That clips a corner. Two outs. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Esquera leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Ball 1 there. Just off the outside part of the plate.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses, and that's ball 3.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Grounds 1 to short. Wilson fires across the diamond, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. Yankees 3 and the A's nothing. Lawrence Butler now at the plate. Butler swinging it much better this season in away games than here at home. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Mark Leiter Jr. getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. De Los Santos also getting ready. Next offering is fouled back. Swings through that.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Struck him out looking.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called 3rd strike.
Luis Urias up next for the A's. Fought off foul. Inside, just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The Athletics yet to pick up a hit here. Ground ball right side. The 1-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same
Now
page right
batting,
now.
number 16.
2 down, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a ground ball. Oh, great grab on the dive. And that's a great play for the out.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the
Athletics.
7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound.
34.
Elvis Alvarado.
Elvis
He's making his second appearance of the
Alvarado.
season. So digging in,
Leading off for the
Jorbit
Yankees,
Bebos.
second baseman, Jorbit Bebos.
Off the mark there. Ball 1.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Trent Grisham.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. Ripped on a line. Out. Number 2.
Now batting, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Here comes Aaron Judge.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
And a breaking ball misses outside.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
The 1-0. And another ball. Swings through that one out in front that time.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
That one outside. 3-1.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Swings and sends a rocket to right. Butler makes the catch. And that's the third out. 1, 2, 3 go the Yankees. But they lead it 3-0. Bottom of the 7th. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Jacob Wilson.
Shortstop,
The A's
Jacob
in striking
Wilson.
distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out.
That's a huge
Now
defensive play in the late
left
stages of the
fielder,
game. It might not be the most challenging
Soderstrom.
we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that's outside. The Yanks leading by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. And that is out of play. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back there. Get out of town. And there goes the perfect game of the homer. Home run number 10 on the year. And they inch closer. It's 3-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Luke Weaver is done, and that's an excellent job from the reliever in the starting role today. Gave him some length. Back with the new arm after this.
Now pitching
out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Mark Leiter Jr. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0.
1-0.
That one missed.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
That one close, ruled a ball. 3 balls, no strikes. And there's the automatic. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That one laced to center and a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. Rice jumps, throws, and they get the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And now the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Rooker at second with 2 down. Swings and misses and 1 down below the zone. That one just missing inside. And the count 1-2. On the ground, right side. tosses to first. They limit the damage here. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. And this is now a 3-1 ball game.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. T.J. McFarland. The southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. And stepping in for the Yankees, Ben Rice. 0 for 3 in this one. McFarland, 35 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2012. Next pitch is outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
That's the ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That's in there. Counts full, 3-2. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Man at first, Paul Goldschmidt stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Fouled off down the right side. Nobody out. Runner at first.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. And up next for New York, Jason Dominguez. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Kurtz tossed to second, on to first, double play, and that's the inning. So no runs in the inning despite the leadoff walk, and that does it. Last half of the 8th coming up. Yankees 3 and the A's 1.
Now pitching for
Back
New York.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Yerry De Los Santos.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got
for
here.
The A's,
now, Miguel Andujar.
Miguel Andujar.
There's a strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
That's to third. Throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Lawrence Butler up next for the A's. That one ripped right center field. That's back. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. And it sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
1 out, runner at second. Next up for the A's, Luis Urias. Outside low, and that is ball 1. Turned on, but foul wide of third. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning.
That's out the corner.
Check swing went around. And the count now even up.
2-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
And here is Nick Kurtz. Slider clips the zone.
No ball. 1 strike.
The tying run at the plate. This to third. Rice slings it across. Third out, and that ends the frame. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Through 8 full. Yankees 3 and the A's 1. We go to the 9th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. McFarland back to work. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Volpe around second, headed for third. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just a beautiful triple from start to finish. Got a pitch he could drive, turned on it, and hammered it out front into the gap. Right out of the box. I love how he was hustling, and I think he knew he was going for 3 as soon as it touched down.
Here's the catcher to hit, J.C. Esquera. Up the middle. To the plate. Save! And they lead by 3.
Now batting, first baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Esquera aboard here at first with nobody out. Snap throw to first. Esquera back on a dive. And ball 1. Runner takes off. The 1-1 is fouled off. 1 on, nobody out. A run in here at the top of the 9th. On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1. On to first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
2 outs, base is empty. Jorbit Bibas stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two down, nobody on. That one is absolutely belted. Going back. Tattooed to Tater Town and gone. He'll circle the bases. His first homer of the year. It's 5-1.
Really impressive hitting a ball that far going into the wind. Nothing was going to stop it from getting over the wall. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Base is empty with 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Trent Grisham. That one down the line, and foul ball. Two outs. That's inside. And there's a foul ball. Tapped softly on the ground. Wilson fires to first on the run. They get the out, and that'll do it. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. It's the Yankees 5 and the A's 1. Bottom 9. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jacob Wilson. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. So a man at first. Now the number 2 hitter, Tyler Soderstrom. He's already homered in this game.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And misses inside. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, designated hitter, Brent Rooker.
He's 2 outs away. Brent Rooker up next for the A's. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Man at first, one away. And there's a ball.
1 and 2.
Foul ball, still a 1 and 2 count. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Battling here as he fouls it away. And that one is inside. That misses the zone, and it's a full count. Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. That one hit to right, and it falls. And now two aboard.
Making some noise here,
now
trying to give themselves a chance.
Catcher,
10th pitch of the at-bat, and he was able to put it in play,
Langoliers.
find a hole, and get a knock.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Yerry De Los Santos done for the afternoon, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
So
New
the
York.
closer summoned from the
Number
bullpen,
25.
Alex Gilchrist. A chance at his first save of the year. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And there's the strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Wilson at second. Rooker over at first with 1 away. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Oh, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie. You can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
So it's their last chance in this one. Next up for the A's, J.J. Bleday. That one's in there. 0-1. Two on, 2 outs. Hit to the left side, and this is going to do it. And that'll do it.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. just about ready to go. And towing the slab in this one, Tarek Skubal. What do you look for here?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Sam Haggerty, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider. Even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box. And it clearly was not that pitch.
Wyatt Langford in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one pushed foul. Pitch in the dirt. Ball one. One down, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that's too high. One out, base is empty. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
In the air, right side. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back at Comerica Park. And on the hill, the lefty, Patrick Corbin. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one, he's going to need to control that a little bit better. Try to limit hitters from getting on base. Stay in that windup instead of the stretch. And when he does allow base runners, be able to throw a pitch. He's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the 8 ball.
Justin Henry Malloy leading things off and takes a strike. Next one misses, and it's a ball and a strike. On the ground to short, Smith. To first, one up, one down.
Batting second.
Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. See, this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Now, to me, Boog, it shows the managers trying to set these players up to have a big game. Facing an opposite-handed pitcher, you only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing, but that can be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Here's Riley Green. On the ground, right side, and a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Couple of singles back to back. Just one of those seeing high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Here's the third baseman, Andy Ibanez. That's in there. Strike one.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
The next pitch misses. Going to count 1-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Next offering is downstairs.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. That's going back. Back some more. And it's gone. Home run. And they take the lead. It's 3-0. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Now here is Spencer Torkelson. And there's a strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Swung on, belted. That one back. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Colt Heath in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is in for a strike. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 3-run shot for the Tigers. It's now 3-0. Back here in Detroit, second inning set to go. Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And first offering is fouled off. Skubal, the lefty who lights up the radar gun, 28 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2018. Fastball for a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
The 0-2. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
That just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to get a better feel for the umpire's strike zone and what he's going to be calling. That's just a part of pitching.
2-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And that's outside.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
3 balls, 2 strikes to count. And that's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
When you go that deep into it at bat, the
Batting
hitter
fifth,
usually comes
the
out on top.
designated hitter, Marcus
Here is Marcus
Semien.
Semien. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. And that one is inside ball 1. Runner at first with no outs here. That's in there. And the count 1-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
With that kind of velocity
That is
and
it.
elevated
Third
fastball,
baseman,
even
Josh
if it's
Young.
still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Josh Young stands in now and watches strike 1. Garcia leads off first with 1 away. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Stays alive. The pitch. And Gary Simmons punches him out. That's a strikeout. Josh Smith stepping in for the Rangers. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Malloy makes the grab, and that'll do it. 1 left for Texas. They trail in this one 3-0. And we're back. Here's the catcher, Dylan Dingler.
Catcher, Dylan Dingler.
Just missed. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 2. That one in there across the letters. Swing and a foul out of play. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Here's Baez. Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out into left center field. So a man aboard now with one away. And up next for Detroit, Trey Sweeney.
Trey Sweeney.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Baez around second. And he's got a double.
Waste no time there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And now the right fielder, Justin Henry Malloy. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Ball
Inside,
one
ball
on a pitch inside. Second and third, one away. Bottom half of inning number 2. On the ground to third. Fires to first in time.
Now batting, second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Gleyber Torres up to the plate. Singled and scored his first time.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
That one finds the corner, and that is strike one.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Langford settles underneath it, makes the grab, and that ends the inning. Tigers strand a pair, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Ezekiel Duran, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. And right back to the mound. Tosses to first, and one away in the top of the third.
Batting ninth, first baseman, Blaine Krim.
Blaine Krim stepping in for the Rangers. Looking for his first big league hit right here. Foul ball. The 0-1. This one in the air right field. Malloy pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Next up for Texas, Sam Haggerty. Went down on strikes his first time through. Ball one there. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Tigers 3 and the Rangers nothing. Back at Comerica Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Riley Green. Corbin back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
And it's fouled away. The 0-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
And delivers outside.
Ball 2.
In the air out towards right center. Haggerty on the move. And there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Andy Ibanez up now for the Tigers. On the ground.
Nope, that's foul.
And that's just foul. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
And
One
that
ball,
skips into
2
third.
strikes.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Spencer Torkelson.
And now the DH, Spencer Torkelson. And that one is in for a strike. That's outside. 1-1. 2 outs, base is empty. That one drifts inside.
That's inside.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Two down, nobody on. So Torque takes the whip. Down in order go the Tigers. They lead at 3-0. Back here in Detroit, now the left fielder, Wyatt Langford. First pitch swinging.
Well, these Rangers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Next offering upstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Ball 2.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Here's a 2-2. Popped up. Keith makes the grab, 1 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Jonah Heim stepping in for the Rangers. Flied to right his first time. Splits the plate. Strike 1.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Swings over the top of that one.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things.
Right fielder.
And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Garcia takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. Next pitch misses. Now 2-0. Just missed.
Outside.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
Right through there for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. A little out front there as he swings through it.
3-2.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And it's a double. Their first hit in this one.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So runner at second, 2 down. Marcus Semien stepping in for the Rangers. Struck out swinging his first time. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Green makes the catch, and that is that. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Tigers 3 and the Rangers nothing. And we're back. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Colton Keith. And first offering is fouled off. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Fly ball to right. And it drops in. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for the Tigers, catcher.
Now the catcher up to hit. Dylan Dingler struck out swinging his first time. That one fouled off. Keith on at first, nobody out. Strike 2.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
In the dirt. On the ground left side. 6, 4.
He's out.
3. And they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Now it's Javier Baez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Throws to first. Baez gone on the play. And that will end the inning. Tigers fail to make any noise, but they lead it 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark.
Texas,
ready now for the
baseman,
5th inning. Here's Josh Young. Hard hit, right side. Torres over to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Shortstop, Josh Smith.
Now it's the shortstop, Josh Smith.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
And that's downstairs. 1-0.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Up next,
only 2 hits
Rangers,
allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that
Durant.
one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
So next to hit for Texas, Ezekiel Duran.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Outside corner, there's a strike. Man at first, one away. And that's outside, and it's 1-1. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that just misses.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Count is 3-2.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. The Rangers trailing by 3, and we're at the top of the 5th. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
First and second, 1 out. Blaine Krim stepping in for the Rangers. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, and he just misses.
1-0.
There's a swing and a drive. Baez going back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Tags up from second, and he'll head to third. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's now a 2-run game.
And he hammered that to straightaway center field. It's a deep part of the ballpark. Tell you what, that wind is blowing straight in. Got to be a big man if you're going to go through the wind of that part of the park. It just knocked that ball down.
So the Rangers batting order turns over. Sam Haggerty stepping in for the Rangers. 0 for 2 in this one. Inside, almost got him. Now snap throw to first. And he dives back in safely. Durant, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Runner puts on the brakes at second, So it's first and second with 2 out.
Now batting, left fielder Wyatt
Just
Langford.
kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
First and second, 2 outs. Wyatt Langford getting ready to hit. This to third. They get the force. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Tigers 3 and the Rangers 1. Back at Comerica Park, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the shortstop, Trey Sweeney. Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1. Sweeney goes 6 feet 3 inches, 210 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Fouled off left side. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That's ball 2.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Swing and a bouncer. Gets it to first. So it was a long battle at the plate, but they still managed to get the out.
The right fielder, Justin Henry
So up
Malloy.
next, Justin Henry Malloy has grounded out a couple of times. That one missed. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Next pitch is outside. Yeah, there's the strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Now batting.
Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
So a man aboard. Gleyber Torres will hit next. He is singled and he is flied to left. That one is upstairs. Activity in the bullpen. Obi Milner getting loose out there. Leiter getting cranked up as well. And another ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That's ball 3.
In the dirt, blocked.
Hey.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. Durant over to second, and that's 2. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 5. It's the Tigers 3 and the Rangers 1. All set for the top of the 6th. And here's the catcher, Jonah Heim. Skubal back to work. Right through there for a strike.
Well, these Rangers just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
That one's in there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Caught him looking for the K.
Now batting, right fielder.
Up next for the Rangers, Adolis Garcia. A little bit high, and that's ball 1. And that clips the inside corner. And a foul ball. The Rangers trailing by 2, and we're the top half of the 6th. Next offering upstairs.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ground ball left side. Ibanez zips it to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter Marcus Semien.
Now it's Marcus Semien. Swing and a chopper out to short. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Now the third baseman, Josh Young. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Out front, rip foul. That one not close.
2 strikes.
1-2 the count. Semien runs. And that one hammered. That's back. Banks up. He'll score.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in.
Smith.
Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result. And another big at-bat coming up here, looking for a way to get that tying run across with 2 outs.
So runner at second, 2 down. Next up for Texas, Josh Smith. And that's in for a strike.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Young on at second with 2 down. Next pitch downstairs, and that's ball 1. Tigers bullpen with some action. Will Vest getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Holton also throwing. Got him swinging.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back here in Detroit, well, we go bottom 6. Here's the left fielder, Riley Green.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
They say to win.
0-2.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And there's one down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And the Rangers manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Patrick Corbin will depart, and it wasn't his best start, but he kept them in it to this point, and will come back with a new arm. So out of the bullpen for the Rangers, Jack Leiter.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And next to hit for Detroit, Andy Ibanez. He's done some damage, launched a homer at his first at bat back in the first.
Yeah, that was a tone setter, no doubt. I mean, you can stomach an early solo homer, but a 3-run shot just doesn't go down quite as smooth.
Pitch misses there, and that is ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter.
2 down, base is empty.
Spencer
Now it's the
Torkelson.
DH, Spencer Torkelson. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Next pitch is outside.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
And a base hit. Around first, digging for 2. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. That ends the inning.
Now pitching.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Will Vest.
Number 19.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Well, 1-run game. Here's the second baseman, Ezekiel Duran. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
And a base hit right there. And the tying run is on base.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to
Up
hit
next
right there.
for
You
the
have to
Rangers,
expand the
first
zone.
baseman,
Keep that
Blaine
leadoff
Crim.
man off first base.
So digging in, Blaine Crim. And that one fouled off.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Holding on to a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Nobody out. Runner at first. That misses, and it's 1-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Now a pop-up on the infield. And it's caught for the out. Now the batter now, Sam Haggerty, 1 for 3.
Well, with pretty good speed over there at first base, I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing of a potential base stealer.
That catches the top part of the zone. That's strike 1.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Safe at second with a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Singy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
So the tying run at second. And the count 1-2. Lined into right. And that gets down for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly, and the tying run forced to hold on at third with 1 away.
Well, that's a smart decision to hold up with 1 out and the heart of the order coming up. Don't want to run into an out at home plate.
So next to hit for Texas, Wyatt Langford. 0 for 3 in this one. Runner on the go. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Squeezes it, and there are 2 outs.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Now the catcher for the Rangers, Jonah Heim. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and it drops in.
First pitch swinging, went up there with the plan to be aggressive. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. really important at bat coming up now.
And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Will Vest out of the game, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching
Bo
for the
Brisky
Tigers.
on the pitch out of the pen here.
Number 4. Bo Brisky.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Adolis Garcia. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Next offering upstairs. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He circles the bases, and that's how they take the lead. It's 6-3. These fans are dealing with some heartbreak right now.
There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
So 2 down, and now here is Marcus Semien. Right down to shoot. 0-1. Two outs. Swing and a foul pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 6-3. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Set for the last half of the 7th. And here's the first baseman, Colt Keith. Foul ball there. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Corrals it, and there's one down.
Now batting, catcher Dylan Dingler.
At the plate, Dylan Dingler. And a fastball misses outside for a ball, and it's 1-0. The Rangers leading by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. And that one pulled foul. One down, base is empty. Not close with that one, and it's 2-2. And downstairs. ball base knock. So he battled through a long at bat and earned himself a hit.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And now the center fielder, Javier Baez. 1 for 2. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1. Dingler at first, 1 gone. Lifted in the air, out to left. Langford under it. Drops into the glove. 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Trey Sweeney.
Trey Sweeney up now for the Tigers. Just missed.
Ball 1. Counts 1-0. Ball inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
That's off the mark. 3-1. Justin Henry Malloy waiting in the on-deck circle.
They can get him up. He'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
So up next, Justin Henry Malloy. There's the strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Tying run at the plate. And that one missing low. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That missed by a lot. And the count's full. Gleyber Torres up next for the Tigers. And the tying run is on base.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Here's Gleyber Torres. That one misses, and that's ball 1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Leaps at the wall, and he's got it. So the Tigers leave them loaded and can't cut into that 6-3 deficit.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Reese Olson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's the third
Leading
baseman,
off for
Josh
Texas,
Young.
third baseman.
Drove it off the
Josh
wall last
Young.
time. Just missed out on a home run.
Close
Ball
one.
one.
Doesn't get the call. Ball one.
Ball one, no
Olsen.
strike.
In his second season, he features a slider, a four-seamer, a changeup,
Ball
a
two.
sinker, and he occasionally uses a curve. Next offering is fouled back. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit.
Now batting, shortstop
Josh Smith stepping in for the Rangers. That's in there. That's strike one. The shortstop takes the ball. Movement in the bullpen. Jackson Jobe preparing to come on if needed. Holton getting loose as well. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Good job to fight that one off. That's too low. 2-2.
Strike. We got full count.
And ball four, two aboard.
Base knock and now a free pass. This has the makings of a
Now
big
batting,
inning if they can get a
second
couple more
baseman,
quality at bats.
Ezekiel Duran.
First and second, no outs. Up next for the Rangers, Ezekiel Duran. And there's the strike.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
And strike two.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Going to count 1-2.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Boog, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Next to hit, Blaine Krim. Pitch misses. 1-0. And there's the strike.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Torres to the plate for one. To first, safe there. So no double play, but they cut down the run at home.
The center fielder, Sam Haggerty.
Sam Haggerty stepping in for the Rangers. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And that's in there at the knees.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
So they're all loaded up. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And that's a foul ball. Bases loaded, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Ball down.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. The 1-2. That one ripped. That's back there. One run across. It bangs off the wall. Another comes in to score. Lays the plate. Not in time. He's safe. And it's now a 6-run lead.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Reese Olson departs, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching.
So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen, Jackson Cho.
21.
And he's had a really hard time throwing strikes so far this season. His walk rate is up there among the worst in the league for relievers.
Man at second with one away. Wyatt Langford the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Squirts away a little bit.
0-2 is the count.
Next offering is down low. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate.
Well, I think that was just a case of a hitter quitting on a pitch. He was looking fastball and didn't see it out of the hand and just left the bat on his shoulder. That was a changeup right over the plate. Probably not the location he was looking for, but the change of speeds is what fooled him, and he got the out.
Time in the box now. No balls and a strike. Man on second, 2 down. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Next offering is outside. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Rangers 9 and the Tigers 3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Chris Martin.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Chris Martin.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Riley Green up now for the Tigers.
Green.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Hobie Milner up and throwing. And that's off the inside edge. And now it's even 1-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. A sliding stop at short. In time. Got him.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Now it's going to be Andy Ibanez. He's already homered here in this one. And that misses. And that is ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Just missed.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
That one finds the zone. 2-1 now. Check swing, and he held up. On the inside corner for a strike.
Count's full.
And he walked him.
4, take your base.
Now batting.
Here comes Torque to the plate.
Hitter, Spencer Torkelson.
Just missed. Fastball for a strike.